You don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't. I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna fuck with this brother. I'm like a time bomb over a fresh can of whip. Heavy stylus plexiglass, got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood. Take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up for my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written. Hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle. What? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like Parker Lewis. You must.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, guess what, y'all? We back. We are back. We are back.
Full complement of OGs.
Yeah, man.
Full complement.
And you know what? Hey, Deacon, put me on solo. Put me on solo real quick. I'm gonna do something real quick, man. Hey, listen up, man. I want to thank each and every one of y'all who came on the last week as the brothers. These are my brothers. You know, I talk about light skin and Mr. I want to sleep a lot, Big Al. You know what I'm saying? We talk about each other, and you should imagine all the things they say about me. But I want you guys to understand. These are my brothers, and I appreciate all the sentiments and everything as I'm going through, and my family's going through a tough time. They really appreciate it because they do watch the show, and I want to thank each and every one of y'all who gave shout outs to that. It means a lot, man. This show is not just about sports. It's about a bunch of guys getting on, you know, and what we decided to do was just record some of our banter and back and talk. But if you haven't picked up on it, it's about the love we have for one another. And I tell you, each and every time these guys surprise me, man, and I'm just going to say 100 officially, I love you, Deacon. Love you, Big Al, man. I thank you for all your support and everything that you have and allowing me to be here with you is important. So, hey, let's get this show started. I had to say that. And if you know us, you know that we are real like that. So with that being said, check this out. The Commanders, we had a good time watching all of the playoff wins and losses. Baltimore, as much as Deacon wanted Mr. Lamar Jackson to get one, the Baltimore became Baltimore, and Detroit became Detroit. It is just what it is, folks. I'm just saying. Can we quickly talk about that real quick, Big Al? I mean, was that what you thought was going to happen?
Oh, no. I mean, I had Baltimore winning, and I had 49ers winning. And, you know, Baltimore laid the egg. Just like the city that it is, I've never been a fan of the city, but this time they laid the egg. They decided that they was going to be a pocket team and go for the pocket. I don't know what they were thinking.
Was that a Lamar Jackson decision? Was that coach's decision? Because I want to say it seemed like ego to me, man, because I think Lamar Jackson got up against your boy and was like, you know, I'm just as good. I got the feet like him, and I got the arm like him. But you don't got the arm like him, and you don't got the players like him. And he found that out. And he found that out the hard way to the point where it just got bad and worse. And it just didn't make any sense to me, man, that these guys was running over cats with the run game. So was it Lamar or was it coaching?
I mean, the coaches called the play.
No. Sometimes they let their prima donnas run the show. What's up, Deacon?
No, I think it was probably a little bit of both, really. These guys nowadays, they want to be known for what their position is. And you don't get – I mean, he's already MVP twice in his 6 years of being in the league, right? And then now everybody's saying that he can't win the big games. He can't win playoff games. So he won one playoff game already. And then they started saying that, he's a dual threat quarterback. He's not a natural quarterback. He has to do it with his legs. He can't read. People see read defenses and all that stuff. I think it may have gotten into his head. I think it may have gotten to both their heads. The coach, I think they may have got together and said, let's prove them wrong. We're going to dice them up. We're going to dice this defense up from the pocket. And I think what happened is he tried to start running too late in the game. And it was, by that time, everybody was warmed up. It was just one of them things where I think that they tried too hard to be different than what they were all season, as opposed to just being what they were. A lot of teams go into the playoffs and they overthink the situation. They overthink, okay, so we've been a running team all year long. Let's pass because they're going to be trying to protect from the run because that's what we do. So let's pass the ball. And then you come out and you try to do something that you're not natural with, you're not normal. He doesn't have the type of receivers that are on the other team. I mean, he got a couple, but rookies. You saw rookie mistakes. And it's just, you go through it, let's say, you come home with the girl you brought, right? They didn't do that. They didn't go with the girl they brought. They took another girl, and it was uncomfortable. It didn't work. Went home without the win. And well, actually, it was at home, so they got beat by doing something that they weren't naturally prepared to do all season. And that's what happens, man. You got to be true to yourself, and they weren't true to themselves. That's just my thought. I mean, I put it on both.
I mean, you can't win games making mistakes. And they had 3 or 4 crucial mistakes that they made: the fumble, the interception, a couple of sacks at bad times,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that he's a running quarterback. They're a running team, and like you said, they went away from that. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they were down only 7 points, and they act like they were down 28 points. I don't understand why they couldn't run the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. And Mahomes and the Kansas City didn't make mistakes. They was like an experienced team that been there before. You had to beat them. You got to beat the champ. He's the champ. You got to beat him. And he didn't beat the champ. You gotta knock the champ out. They didn't knock the champ out. So the champ was going to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's just par for the course when certain teams that aren't used to being in that situation. You don't see Andy Reid changing his game plan up to be a different type of team when he goes to the playoffs. You don't see these coaches who are experienced in the playoffs trying to be somebody they aren't. You either beat me with what I got, shake your hand and go home. If you can't, then I'll go to the next level. But that was something that was. It just didn't look right. It didn't look like they were ready to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? They played on somebody else's court as opposed to making them play on their court. And they were at home. It was just an odd game to look at.
Yeah, like I said, Baltimore, it was a disappointing loss. I thought Baltimore did not play up to their ability.
And there's nothing wrong with being a running quarterback. What's wrong with being a dual threat quarterback?
I don't
get it. I don't get why are you worried about thinking that somebody else thinks that you're not something? Be who you are. That's how you got there. You played in college that way, you played in high school that way, you played in the NFL that way, you get to the playoffs, and you want to play like somebody else.
Like Coach Prime say, you ain't make me, so you can't break me. You know what I'm saying? And they Coach Prime.
yeah, that's what
Coach
Prime, baby. So what do you think about the Detroit game? And
well, that was worse. I was just about to say, y'all know, man. Come on, guys. Go ahead and say it.
What?
It's Detroit. What?
Shoot, they beat us this year.
Yeah, they did. They whipped us this year. But I'm going to say this again, and I'm going to look into the camera when I say it. It's Detroit. It's Detroit. At the end of the day, it's Detroit, you guys. It's Detroit. It's like the Bungles. They're going to get there. They look all sexy. Cincinnati. Hey, guys, what about that team we call over there in New York? It's Buffalo, guys. Buffalo.
Why left?
It's come on, man. Come on, guys. Let's be real with this. Y'all really thought y'all thought
Hey, look.
y'all was convinced that one of these things.
You got to give it to Ben Johnson. His first half, he coached a supreme offensive game. It
was pretty.
It was pretty. Now the second half, he had
y'all got excited. Y'all was texting.
I was texting. Here we go.
Look at our new coach, baby.
Detroit. It's Detroit,
and he's going back.
It's them Lions.
Hey, man, let's talk about Ben Johnson, man. Staying in Detroit. He don't want to be ahead. He could have taken 2 open positions. He decided to go back to Detroit and be an offensive coordinator and have the head coach go for 4th downs all the time. You know, this is something that he decided he's probably gonna get a hike in pay, you know, to stay. I can see that, but it's not going to be the amount of money that he would have got as a head coach. Let's be honest. Now, these coaches nowadays, they're making plenty of money as coordinators, especially if you're one of the best. But if you want to get to the next level, I mean, coaches are retread all the time, man. I mean, he could do horrible in DC and then go be a coordinator and then get another job in 2-3 years after that because he's young and they keep hiring the same dudes over and over again. I can't see why he would go back other than he's not ready. He doesn't feel he's ready, or the organization said, hey, listen, we thought you was ready, but I can't see it right now, you know. And it could be either one. He could have turned it down and said, look, I want to wait till next year's opportunities come up. But listen, as far as I'm concerned, we turned him down. Now let's move on to the next person. How about that? That's how I feel. We turned him down, no matter what the real reason is.
Well,
you don't want to be here, don't be here.
I guess you hate to say this, is it looks like whoever we hire is going to be it's going to feel like our second choice.
This guy, he's definitely a last choice. Dan Quinn.
I mean, well, I understand that Dan Quinn had the best interview
because he's had several interviews. I'd be good at interviews too if I took 20 of them. I'm sure. The enemy is good at interviews, but you got to look deeper into the situation.
Sounds like Washington. That's what this is all starting to sound like, Joe.
Come on, man, pep up, man. We're gonna go down to Detroit and get that defensive coordinator, that young guy. We're gonna make him work.
I think we get Dan Quinn, and
this is what
we're gonna roll what we got, and hopefully Dan Quinn he knows he can get us a good offensive coordinator. And he knows the NFL. He knows all the other coaches. He can recruit teaching to the Commanders. So that's where the hope is. I wasn't happy with Dan Quinn's defense, to be honest with you, me personally. I think Dallas was all that. I think me and Deacon talked about that we felt like Parsons and them and their talent made his defense good. But
I mean, if you look at it, when Parsons went down, his defense wasn't any good.
Like I said,
if you look at when he was in Atlanta as a head coach, when but when Shanahan left, he was no good.
My thing, Trey, is for you to hang your hat on Trey. This man is well liked in the NFL circles. He knows Dan Quinn. He's well liked in the NFL circles. He knows all the coaches. He knows how to sell his vision. He said it's a good interview, and that's what we got to hang our hat on. That he can sell his vision. The Cowboy defensive players love him.
What?
They love him.
So basically, what you said was
they love Ron Rivera too.
Nobody loves Ron Rivera. What you talking about?
I mean, nobody loves Ron Rivera. Everybody loves Ron Rivera.
He's a loser though.
Wow.
So is Dan Quinn. He has a losing record.
He does, but like I said, that's a
different loser.
He's different. He's a good loser.
Hey, I'm trying to be positive about the situation, man.
Well, be positive and go get that dude from Baltimore, man.
What you just say, Al?
I think if they was gonna get that dude from Baltimore, it would already happened.
Tell you something. What's not going to happen? What's not going to happen is that this year is going to be any different from last. This is starting off bad, and I need y'all to watch it. Nobody's looking at the Commanders as that place to go, man. It is the same thing with the Wizards. It's nobody's looking at us as the place to be. I need y'all to be happy with we got the GM from San Fran, and I need y'all to go ahead and woosah and hope and pray. And he's going. I'm telling you, we're gonna have so many no name. Who the hell is that? What the, people on our squad that's going to perform. I really believe in that. I think that this guy is who it is. It's not the coach. It's not the players, Al. That's who it is. We got him.
We gotta get talent. We gotta find talent.
And
that will recruit other people, other talent.
Because everybody else is like, I don't want to go there. Ooh, Washington.
But think about it. Nobody wanted to go to Colorado, right? But the Prime got there. Now Prime ain't a great coach, but he know how to recruit.
Right.
He know how to get talent. Prime don't coach. He just know how to recruit and market himself. Prime eventually going to be a winner because Prime know how to get talent. And that's how we got to do this thing.
Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. This is a shot across the bow, man. This is the first difficult situation that the organization is going to have to deal with. Let's see how they come out on the other side, because they've been straight so far. Let's see what happens after this. Let's see if they can pivot.
Yeah, they got to pivot. And Deacon, we might have to swallow something that we really don't want to swallow.
Wow. What? What? Wait.
Oh.
Hey, this is no puffy cone swallowing I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that. That's how you swallow.
What did just happen? Where we at? What's going on, Al? God damn.
You say you can't be on the same screen with that kind of stuff.
I had to take a break. Most people watching are gonna say the same thing.
The man in the form of this hiring circle is Mike McDonald or Mike Vrabel. At this point, this is really bad. We are trying to play, but it hurts.
So Mike Vrabel cannot come to our team. Mike Vrabel just cussed out his GM, which was the former boss of Peters. That's how he lost his job in Tennessee. Him and the Tennessee GM got into it.
Well, I'm not a Vrabel fan anyway.
Vrabel is not coming here. They already said that Vrabel's not coming here.
Yeah, he's just another average coach, man. We've been through average coaches and bad coaches for the last 20 years. Let's try something different. Big Al, call Prime, see if he's available.
Call Prime, baby. Gotta call Prime.
At least we can get some excitement going on around here, man. Honestly, I would not at this point. I would lean Mike McDonald just because he's up the road. He doesn't have much to move around. He can start.
I haven't heard that he really won the job, though.
Well, no, he's interviewing. He did. He was the same position that Ben Johnson was. He was in the playoff. They both ended at the same time. He already had his first interview. So his second interview, I think, was yesterday. Or was I think his second interview was yesterday.
But they went to Detroit yesterday.
Wait.
No, I don't think they ever went to Detroit.
Wait, who we talking about?
They canceled that flight.
They wasn't going up there just talk to the defense coordinator. He sucks.
I thought they did do that.
Mike McDonald up in Baltimore.
Who we talking about?
Defense coordinator in Baltimore.
Baltimore's defense coordinator.
That's what we talking about right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He shut out.
Y'all, do you hear how y'all talking about him?
Sup, Mark, bro?
What's up, baby?
Yeah, man. And listen, that's all we got. Trying to put lipstick on a pig, baby.
I'm not listening to that. No. I'm not listening to us sitting here talking about some Bammers who was like, yeah, man. He dropped some Raisinets on the plane and thought about the Redskins. Come on, man. This is some foolishness, y'all. Do you hear yourselves how you was just talking just a minute ago? Al said, does he really want the job? You said, well, hey, he might. Stop it. Stop it. We have a better chance at hiring somebody in-house to take the reins versus dealing with this stuff, man. It's just, where we are in such a purgatory. It's ridiculous, man.
So you said we should go ahead and hire EB, Eric Bieniemy.
What I'm saying is anybody who want. So let me just say this. I don't want him. I'll say it twice. I don't want him. But if he wants to be here, then that is something to be considered. Because what we're talking about is a bunch of names from certain teams that we want to give money to take away from our money for them to be in a place that they really don't want to be here, but they got paid to play. Do you understand how ridiculous we sound after all the years that Deacon was just talking about? Or do we really want to look at it and say, all right, well, we stink so bad that we have to have EB as our head coach? Okay, let's accept that. Let's accept that Eric Bieniemy is with us because we stink and nobody wants to come here and stink with us. But Eric Bieniemy now has the opportunity to get his first, second round pick, third round pick. Eric Bieniemy has the opportunity to grow. We got the GM who has the opportunity and has shown that he can pick talent. We have some other things working for us in this rebuilding from obscurity. We're doing it again, Al. I'm stopping you. I'm stopping you and Deacon from doing it to yourselves.
You don't think Eric Bieniemy is like Wes Unseld Jr.? He like Wes Unseld Jr.
right now, in my mind, is
like Wes Unseld Jr.
Al, Eric Bieniemy is some trash. But I would rather take some trash of a guy who wants to be here than pay millions of dollars for a guy who's getting paid to be here so that he can do an Eric Bieniemy and be out of here in a year or two and do nothing for us but get a paycheck. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of that? Yeah. Stop being tired. So what I'm saying is there's nothing. Listen, and I'm going to say this very clearly. I am a diehard fan, but I'm at a point where I'm like, yo, I'm accepting the burn. I'm accepting the obscurity, the BS, and everything that comes with being at the lowest level to actually see a rebuild. When I say rebuild, Al, I'm talking about digging up the original foundation, throwing that concrete away, and pouring in some new concrete rebuild. I'm talking about everything. Nothing is to be saved at this point. I'm done. I'm done, guys, because I sat here for 3 years with y'all trying to hold on to the crumbs and all this stuff and this and that. Man, that, Al, Deacon, get on board. We got the guy, the GM can pick talent, and we got to know. We don't need a coach, god dang it. At this point, a player can coach because it's that bad. But whatever's going to happen, we're going to start with one thing. We're going to build on that to the second thing, to the third thing. I don't care about names. Vrabel, Belichick, Bull Jive, Goofy Goof, whoever. I don't care.
I'll take the first one on this one. Yeah, I'm going to let you have that one because I don't think I can take a base concrete rebuild, man. We got to start from where we are, which is mid-level, mid-level, bottom third.
Jokesters.
Listen,
turkey legs, Deacon. We're gonna start from turkey legs, Al. That's what Deacon just said. We're gonna build some turkey legs.
I mean,
the team that went into the playoffs and got embarrassed.
Well, I'm looking at the news right now. The news is saying Dan Quinn. Everybody's saying Dan Quinn. Now they're saying Dan Quinn.
I ain't listening to that. Hey, so we were kind of trying to wait until we actually got a coach to decide who the quarterback would be to draft in the draft. But at this point, because we were thinking, okay, so if it's Ben Johnson. Then you're talking about probably the dude from North Carolina, right? Drake May, yeah. Because of the style of quarterback that he is and the style that Ben Johnson runs. But now you're talking about getting somebody else like a defensive coordinator.
I think you got to go with LSU.
Stop with the faces, man. Then you had to go with the best guy. You had to go with
the talent
quarterback. Yeah, you got to go with the best talent in the draft. Right. At this point, it would be Clayton Daniels.
I don't care if the guy at the top runs conservative offense. I don't care if the guy at the top is a stay in the pocket. I don't care if the guy at the top is a runner. I don't care what the guy at the top, the best guy on
the board.
The thing, get him.
Yeah, but he got to fit the offense too, though.
He doesn't. Stop it! You're doing it again.
So how you gonna give Drake May a non-running quarterback and then have a coach that has a running offense? What do you call it? An RPO offense. That doesn't work.
Yeah, I think that right now.
That's why you might as well keep Howell.
You guys used to be cool. I used to call you.
I agree with you, Deacon. I think we got to go with most athletic, most game-breaking type person to run our offense now, because we probably gonna have some type of coaching staff that's gonna be defensive center. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta have your offense.
Ha! Poster king. Poster king. The poster king. Thank you for coming on, man. When you do come on, will y'all read what he said? Deacon, you read that.
I'll read it. You mold your offense to the talent, but
Deacon,
wait, hold. Let me finish. That is true, and that is what we've been saying for years. But our offensive coordinators don't believe that. They try to mold the quarterback around their offense. That's the problem.
That's how they make their money. That's how they make their money on Trey Z. That's how they make their money.
That's why the enemy didn't work with Sam Howell, because they tried to make Sam Howell a pocket quarterback with Sam Howell.
He tried to make Sam Howell something that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
If that was true and they did that, that was good.
Was EB proved that he is not what we need. Unfortunately, he might be what we have to deal with, because Ron Rivera didn't go, hey, EB, stop that. I mean, wait, hear me out. I'm the coach. Al, you're the offensive coordinator. Al, you defensive coordinator. Deacon, you offensive coordinator. We got Johnny over here. Deacon's like, yeah, I got a plan for him. I'm like, yeah, Deacon, you're my man. Go ahead, do what you got to do, man. You offensive coordinator. Al, this is what I need you to do, man. We got to shut it down. After game 4-5, we sit in the meeting. I'm going, Deacon, check this out. Johnny don't seem, call me cuckoo, don't seem to be playing according to your program. What we got to say about that? And you go what, Deacon?
I go that he's not the one. He's not the guy.
You would go that way?
If I was Eric Bieniemy, that's what he said. He's not the guy.
I said,
you talking about me as me?
You can't speak for Eric Bieniemy.
Well, let me
tell you why you can't speak for him. Because Eric Bieniemy doesn't have teams looking for him right now. And Eric Bieniemy came in here and he promised us something, and it's not working. So stop.
That's right. So who you think he's going to blame? You think he's going to blame him, or you think he's going to blame the quarterback?
He blamed him.
Me, if it was me, I would mold my talent around the quarterback. I wouldn't be in that position. That's why I was answering for somebody else.
Basically, what you said was a logical response. So therefore, we're going to get the talent that comes at the top, and then we're going to go and mold our offense around the talent. I hope.
But that didn't make. I mean, EB didn't believe in that, but EB felt like he can coach up how to be.
And who's Willie Simmons anyway?
Hey man, I don't know who Willie Simmons is, but I like what Bison for Life said.
He's Crossland's new head coach.
Hey,
Crossland High School.
That's Willie Beeman. That's his real name.
Hey, but I will say, hey, we probably Bama's and he got to pull up who Willie Simmons is, and we gonna look stupid. But the bottom line is, what he did say after that was, no, that's not that one, not that one. Hold on, wait, go back up, man. What the hell you doing, man? Hey, what's up, Stuart? Stuart's in the house. Stuart Gimbel, baby. He comes in with us, man. Shout out to Stuart Gimbel, man. Yo, but check it out. What I'm saying is, at a point, we're going to have, as an organization, to make a decision. Are we going to go with people who we're paying for, or are we going to go with people who want to play for us? Let me give you an example. Y'all, have y'all been peeping Chase Young's performance?
Yo,
has everybody been peeping Chase Young's performance?
It's terrible.
Yo,
I think I texted y'all as soon as he did that play toward the end zone. I was like, man, he could have had that if he ran.
Chase Young, they talking about benching that Bama in the Super Bowl. Do you understand? Do you understand that if they bench Chase Young in the Super Bowl, a game, let's break it down to the game where most elite talent never had the opportunity to play, and this dude does, and they're saying, yeah, Mr. Number One, you're going to sit down because you've been taking off too many plays. Joe, that is horrible.
We saw that for like the last 2 years.
But you know what that is? It goes back to what I'm saying. I don't want to Chase Young calling plays.
Right, I got you.
And I think we put ourselves.
I don't want an EB calling plays that's trying to force.
No, I don't either.
Me something I can't do.
Al, but here's what I'm saying to you. Here's what I'm saying. If this was like a sweepstakes and we ate 12 boxes of Cheerios and we were able to coach, you know what I'm saying, a football team, and you went out there and did your best, Al, but your results was an EB best, but everybody else who's coming into the organization wants to make $1 million and they don't really want to be here because they're looking at teams like Atlanta and other places other than Washington, and you're like, yo, but I really want to get another shot at that. I am going to have to consider that because at this point, Al Montgomery wants to be here, and he wants to be here with the understanding that he messed up. And I want to say another word, but only Cursing Deacon.
What's up, Garage Life?
I'm going to say he messed up, and he's willing to look at it differently and take a discount. Because Al, you would have to take a discount, right?
You got to take a discount.
You got to take a discount, right? So if you got a guy who's taking a discount, and then he realizes that I'm getting the number 1 or 2 quarterback that I think can run my system, but if he doesn't, I know what I got to do because I'm not going to get to game 7 and 8 still trying to run the system to a guy not doing it because I did that last year. I mean, there's something to consider there versus getting a Vrabel who's like, man, I appreciate this money, but I sure enough is looking for the next year now, and we in preseason, and that's the problem. Who?
You talking about EB?
I'm talking about anybody coming here.
Nobody wants that we bring somebody outside. They're not going to be their best effort. They'll be focusing on just to making that money, like some of the players, like Dion.
Well, that's why we're not going to get the dude from New England. He's just looking for his next couple of wins so he can have the highest total, and then he can retire. That's what he's trying to do that. And then he want total control of the whole thing, and that ain't gonna work. But I tell you what, So you're saying that you would take back Chase Young at this point?
What?
Are you saying you would take back Chase Young at this point with a discount?
No.
Okay, I thought that's what you were talking about. That's what I'm saying. When you talk about hometown discult, I'm like,
what I said was EB. I was giving an example, and I was using Chase Young as Chase Young at one point was
nobody wants Chase Young.
Huh?
Nobody wants Chase Young.
Nobody's talking that. Chase Young was our franchise player, but we kept watching him perform, and everybody saw it. And you know what we did, Stewart and everybody, Brandon, Stewart, all y'all. You know we didn't want to believe it. You know we didn't. We was like, what's something else? Well, I'm seeing something else. It can't be our golden child. And now he's in San Fran, and that dude is out there like
Dancing.
That play was horrible. It was so glaring. That man put his arm out like good run, and it was like, hey, if he gets benched, man, that ring is the biggest and most influential
that's gonna be bad.
trophy ever. He's going to get clowned for that. He's a meme now. That's bad.
All right, we had a special guest popped on, man. One of our old guests popped back on. He's still alive down there in Texas. I think he's still in Texas, right? You moved from Texas.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Stuart,
What's up?
Something's going on with the volume.
What's the
Huh?
word? He's here. He's in the house, man. What's happening?
Nobody wanted Herbert at that point, man. He having problems with his connection. Yeah, everybody said that we should have
We're gonna wait for
drafted
you.
Herbert.
We're gonna wait for you, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
For coming on.
everybody said we should have drafted Herbert, man, but
Al said that.
Hey.
Al always wants a quarterback. What's up, Stuart? Hey, man, your connection is horrible.
Can't get how you say something. You loses us.
Stuart on that.
Stuart, what's up, baby? Come on back, Stuart.
On that Nextel,
Yeah,
that mint mobile.
a dial up.
Hey, so isn't it a contract year for Chase this year?
Yeah, he said he has no
I
contract.
think I got it fixed now.
All right.
All right, there you go. All right.
Oh, hey, look, I know. Hey, I just want to come in and chime in a little bit. Y'all talking about Chase Young. He ain't never coming back, and I hope he doesn't. Hey, but on the real, the head coaching candidate is probably someone that no one's talking about right now.
All right. What you talking about?
Who?
So don't forget Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, I said his name, man.
Yeah.
You think Vrabel won? Do you honestly think Mike Vrabel, with the pedigree that he has, wants to come to Commanders, want to come to Washington, man?
I don't see why he wouldn't. Dan Snyder's gone.
He's gone. That does say a lot.
Hey, Stuart. What has Mike
What's up, Deacon?
What has Mike Vrabel done without Derrick Henry?
So I will say this: if you look at the league right now, if you look at the NFL right now, the NFL is offensive driven right now. It's a quarterback league, right? I'd say Mike Vrabel it would be enticing to him because we have the most salary cap space. You got ballers on defense that just need coaching.
I'm sorry, what?
You got ballers on defense.
He did say ballers on defense.
Yeah.
Name one.
So look,
Name
Jonathan
one.
Allen.
Hold. I need a citation. You got to name one. Name some ballers on the defense.
He said Jonathan Allen.
Jonathan Allen.
Yeah.
He's on the trade block.
So this is what I suspected this year after I watched after week 3 and everything went downhill. This is my thought process. The defensive line's not getting sacks and not penetrating the line because our secondary was horrible. The only one in the secondary that played the par is Cam Curl.
He's not even under contract.
I know that. They're going to bring him back, though.
At what price?
I don't know. I think he's probably going to get 16 or 17 million a season.
That's a lot of money for a safety.
That's a lot of money for a safety. And
well, and I can't stay on too long, but I just hope that we get a coach that is young, that understands the new generation of football, and actually molds together with the players. Ron Rivera was so far out there as far as he wasn't very well aware of what was going on in the trenches, in my opinion. So
we was wondering if he was aware of that he was on the field.
Yeah, and hey, I don't got nothing bad to say about Riverboat. The man beat cancer. Hey, it was time for him to go. He had to go.
Great guy. No question.
We need look.
I understand what you're saying. I understand your passion. I love it. But Vrabel is the same guy as Ron, man. It's the same guy. You bring Vrabel in, we need
Yeah.
to steady
But-
your offense. You need to steady your business. You know, he's a steady coach. He's not that dude. You know what I'm saying? We need to
Okay.
find that dude. It's hard to do now. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
this is an easy thing. But what you got to do is you got to put yourself out there. You can't keep going for these retreads, man. You got to look at something that is forward looking. You keep saying that you want somebody who understands the offense, a young guy who understands the current NFL. That ain't Vrabel.
Yeah.
That ain't Vrabel. Okay.
Well, I'll put it to you like this: if you see what happened with Ben Johnson, you see right now, and what candidate out there right now, other than Mac McDonald from Baltimore, is going to bring that intensity? Other than Eric Bieniemy, who's an old school, yell at you, use profanity type of dude.
Slowick.
Okay, so look, they got.
Oh yeah, Slowick. I forgot about him.
Slowick is out. Slowick.
Lord's out.
Oh, hey, so guess what? It's going to be EB or it's going to be, and I hate to say this, and I hope it doesn't happen. But they bring an old boy from the Patriots.
Belichick. That's not gonna happen.
Hey,
I'm protesting.
Yeah, but they got
hey.
I'm telling you, these articles are all saying Dan Quinn, Aaron Glenn, some dude named Anthony Weaver, and then Mike McDonald.
So hey, old boy from Baltimore is considered to be one of the young, outstanding, can see the field, like understands that, look at old boy from Miami, the Miami Dolphins head coach. He is not your typical NFL stature head coach. They need to bring in someone like, I'm going to say this right now, and I sent him a message on Facebook, and he laughed at it. Hey, why couldn't we bring in Brian Mitchell?
As what?
Something. I think he understands football.
Okay,
Well,
I agree with you.
As a position coach, Brian Mitchell is not necessarily anything. But as a head coach, that'll last about.
Listen, the point is, our field of candidates is limited at this point.
It's small, man.
I do not, because we have to get this done. I do not think that we're going to get anybody new that hasn't been on the list so far. You're not starting over. You're not starting over. It's too late to start over. You already put your eggs in that basket, man. And
what?
Yeah, listen, you got to get this done before the Super Bowl.
Hey, I read another thing online. It's one of the blog groups I've been following, and someone came up with the idea, why can't we try to get Nick Saban to come over for 2 years?
Man, he's 100 years old. These dudes burned out in the NFL, man.
Yeah.
He already been in the NFL one time. He burned out.
Yeah.
1 year.
Well, this is the first time in the last I can't remember the last time I haven't been able to predict, forecast. I haven't been able to figure out who's going to be the head coach.
And why is that? No, tell the truth. Why is that? Why do you cannot predict that nobody wants to come?
It's simple.
The NFC East and coach the nation's capital team. Tell me why that is.
Josh Harris.
Nah.
What?
Yeah, no one. Josh Harris has been an owner for one season. So
that might be a part of it, but it also has to do with the fact of our organization. And yes, Josh Harris haven't had the opportunity to clean it up. So yeah, if you're saying that, then yes, nobody wants to be here, and we're going to get a retread and not wanting to be here. And the coach is so valuable, man, and that's what we haven't had. We haven't had leadership in the building. And if we don't have leadership in the building and these guys are coming in here and they're placating and they're saying certain things and they get on these press conferences, we got to work. We got to make sure we get things together. We got to make sure we get the organization right and start talking that politics stuff and just getting paid. And I can't.
I've been saying something too for years. I've always liked Raheem Morris. And I was like, man, if they get an opportunity to bring that man in, they need to bring He is
gone.
He gone.
Why he's always in Atlanta?
I know.
That was my top choice.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all. Everyone keeps saying bringing EB. I like EB, but if EB was that well-rounded as a coach, what did he do this season to make our offenses better? Not a damn thing.
He didn't do much at all. He didn't
No.
do much at all. Everybody's saying it was due to the quarterback. I'm saying that I don't want him. I'm saying to everybody who's watching right now, I don't want him. But
Yeah.
I'd rather take him if he wants to be here. And that, my friend, is what everybody watching
That's 100.
has to say at this point. It's about who wants to be here. And those individuals who are interviewing, those individuals who are talking, if they really want to be here, I don't know 100%. But what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing is a bunch of people who are avoiding us like the plague. And if I got a guy who wants to be here, I'd rather have him than paying a guy who says, yeah, I'll be here. And you know what that's going to look.
I'm going to try to ask you a question. Do you pay for talent? Do you pay for talent?
You have to.
Yes. I agree with you.
Okay, talent demands money.
Yes, it does.
So we have to be competitive by bringing talent into the organization. And coaching is talent. To be able to be a good teacher and to be able to be a good leader of men is talent. You have to be talented. Okay. We all have bad bosses and good bosses. And we have been involved in what people had was a bad boss. That was a terrible experience.
I'll tell you this.
A good boss, that's talent.
Correct.
And so that means that Harris and Magic and them going to have to recruit talent. And
Harris and Magic and them are going to have to recruit.
Do y'all remember? Yes. Do y'all remember when?
So EB is not talent at this moment. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna let y'all go. I just want to say, I finally retired from the Army. I'm a retiree now. I'm enjoying my new job. I want to tell
y'all.
Thank you for your service.
Yes,
hey, look, I'm in El Paso, Texas, rooting for the Commanders, and I will continue to root for the Commanders, playing go-go going down the highway. Y'all have a good night.
See you, homie.
Hey, tell me about your Facebook. You got a Facebook page, right?
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, man.
All right.
Man, dog's going crazy back
Yeah, it's all he had a pig farm about to start.
Dogs was listening to Al's BS. What? The dogs was like, what? No, Al, you're absolutely right. Don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody on this show tonight thinking that I'm rooting for EB. I'm just saying that we had such a trash situation. We got to consider everything. And the one thing I do know, he's not getting offers. And so if there's anything that's motivating somebody to say, hey, EB, do you really think you can coach? Yes, I can coach here. And he's going to be that guy to say, all right, EB, well, check this out. We're going to need you to do something different. He's like, yeah, okay, everything I did last year, I'm throwing it out. Can I pick the in the draft? Yes. Okay. USC, you with me. And he does things to help him to get that point. That doesn't sound so bad. It's bad, but it doesn't sound so bad. But I'm going back with what your boy said here. Van Guardian was like, was it Van Guardian? Who was it? I'm going back here. Dan Quinn wants the job. Everybody's talking Mike McDonald. I just want to know. And of course, I'm not going to be in that room, and none of us are. I want to feel the passion. I want to know that these guys want to be here, man. And I don't want them to fall in here on, I got the Commander's job. You know what I'm saying? And that's not going to work.
Hey, but look at this right here, man. It said EB still under contract. So by default, I mean, because they didn't, when they fired Ron, they kept him to run the organization.
Yeah, they called him what? Assistant coach. They didn't call him OC.
Technically, he's head coach at this point because the other head coach is gone. So we have a head coach, we're just looking for another one, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility we can pick up a defensive coordinator and have EB run the offense.
Raj like luncheon, man.
Hey, Garage Gym killed it. Garage said he gonna be there with no shirt on with the Super Bowl.
You remember Chase Young used to have a little bra thing?
That was drawn.
Yeah, the little hump bra.
Braun booty shorts.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Mumbo sauce.
Hey, man. Hey, listen. I know we're talking about the Commanders, man, but the Wizards making strides.
2 wins in a row.
Making strides, man. What can you talk about it? I mean, these guys.
We beat San Antonio. Woo-wee.
Yeah. And that means we're not the bottom of the bottom.
We're not the bottom no more.
We beat the bottom.
We beat the bottom.
We beat the teams that we're supposed to beat, which is the 2 that is below us.
Right.
2 that's below us, man. You gotta get happy when you can, because
you gotta celebrate it.
Woo, yeah, buddy. Gotta celebrate the wins and try to learn from the losses. So listen, I'm glad. Listen, I've been hard on him, man, but actually, I don't know if it's the new coach or what, but your boy Gafford has been looking better.
He's playing harder, that's for sure. I think it's Bagley.
Yeah, I think because they're battling to see who's going to be starter. I think he's playing harder, man. I just think it looked like it to me.
He is. He playing harder.
He was forced to recognize that he's not the only center in the league, and somebody coming to take his spot.
Yeah, they battling for that backup spot. Battling, boy.
Hey, and another good thing about this, man, is apparently, and we all see it, that Koulibaly is really turning into a good player. You know, as a rookie, he's doing pretty good, man. It says right here that he's top 5 among rookies in total steals and blocks, top 10 among rookies in points, rebounds, and threes, and 1 of 3 rookies with at least 40 points, 40 plus steals, and 30 plus blocks. So at least he's showing some progress, some promise. You know, we had a lot of bad picks, a lot of bad first round picks. And I will admit, when I first saw the pick in the draft, I was like, what?
I mean, yeah, he was a 17.
He was the second best guy off that team. You know, but he's performing on this level, which is the 3rd worst team in the league. Let's see if he got it to go, man. So,
hey, anybody want to coach?
Huh?
Anybody want to coach the Wizards too? We're in the same conversation. We just changed the logo.
That's all we did.
That's all we did. Back to the conversation at hand. I just want to come in here and want to be here. It's the same story. I want a team to want to be in DC. I want a lot, man. And Al wants me to smile. Deacon wants me to shut up and smile. I'm doing it. Look, guys, I'm smiling.
Hey, tanking is tough, man. I admit, both teams are in the same position.
I didn't know how tough tanking would be. I thought it would be a little easier.
I mean, both teams in the same position, man. I know Deacon want to think that we in the middle, but we not in the middle.
Deacon called out Koulibaly like, yeah, that's something to talk about. Koulibaly,
like he was the next Vince Carter. Yeah, Koulibaly.
He's doing good. Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Hey man, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, let's go, man.
I'm glad to bring that up real quick.
Hey man, we gotta do a shout out, man. We had a lot of people to get on tonight to give their 2 cents. And we're going to give a shout out to each and every one of y'all because y'all didn't have to come on and get on here with these old guys, but y'all did. Brandon 1906, shout out to you, jumped on. My man Mark Barron, the Poster King, dropping knowledge. Bison for life, he came in and out. Stewart jumped on live. You got to be brave. Hey, those of you who do watch us, man, Deacon will put into the chat a way to jump on. We ain't stopping y'all from coming on. So jump on in here and everything. We got my man Garage Gym for Life. If you haven't had the opportunity, check them out. Check him out on Twitter, YouTube, man. Get in shape because we ain't getting no younger. Push up this ground, you know what I'm saying? So then we got my Kimberly, PCM. Thank you for jumping on. And Vanguardian TV, the Cold Talker came in. Hey, the diabolical hooded coach in DC. We know who you talking about. Thank you for that. Hey, thank you all of y'all for jumping on with us tonight. We're going to keep it real. We are DMV OGs show. We are 100% all DMV. I know we get hard on our teams, and don't look at it as that we giving up. Cause we die hard, man. It's a lifestyle, man, and we live it. So I hope y'all do too.
Oh, Wizards.
Hey,
I came here because Mitch and Murray asked me to. They asked me for a favor. I said the real favor. Follow my advice and fire your fucking ass because a loser is a loser.
You don't know. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't. I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready.